So that's that, man. I had a pretty decent week. I mean, it's Monday right now. I'm here with my nephew. He's in his room doing whatever he does, watching Steven Universe, theory videos or whatever, and I'm out here doing this. And tonight's Monday Night Football, and I'm not really gonna watch it because I'm gonna be recording Tight Boys with Todd. And it's all good. It's all Gucci. But tonight is Monday Night Football. And I don't have anybody on my fantasy team playing in this week because my team won last night. Because that's what we do. Because we are 3-0. And listen, I suck at fantasy football. Okay? I'm going to admit it. I straight up suck. I straight up blow fucking chunks in fantasy football. Usually. I've only played, this is my third season. Well, like 5th overall, but I played when I was in 8th grade for leagues that I didn't even know the people in, And so now I'm playing with some people who I went to college with and some people who I just know via Idaho State. And so we're in this fantasy football league, and my team name for the last 2 seasons has been the Big Old Boozers, and we have come in there's 10 people in the league, and we've probably come in 9th or 10th the last 2 seasons. I'm going to say probably 10th my first season, and then maybe 9th last year. But we suck. So it's cool that we're 3-0. It's cool that I'm 3-0 right now. And I did some rebranding this offseason, and I changed the location of my team. And I feel like that really helped us. It also may have helped that I wasn't there for the first 7 rounds of my draft. When you draft players in fantasy football, for everyone that doesn't know, it's like an actual draft, so you go through the line, and then whoever picked last, the first round, picks first the second round, and then you work backwards, and then the person who picked last the second round, who ended up picking first the first round, picks first the third round. So it's just like a snake, and you snake back and forth. So I wasn't there for the first 7 picks, but I came late because I had problems actually logging into my real profile on the app, and I couldn't get it, and so I came late, and I looked at my team, and we were stacked. I had a really good roster with me, and I was like, oh, this is lucky. Really luck. And so we keep drafting, and I'm making some moves, I'm picking some people, and I'm like, that's a damn good pick. I had, when I showed up, I had, Alvin, Kamara, Dalvin Cook, Julio Jones. I think I had Matt Ryan at that point. I had Kenny Golladay and a couple other players, but I had just some decent players, and I was like, oh yeah, this for sure isn't bad. And so I kept drafting, and then it came to my last draft pick, and I was like, this has been literally so lucky, and I've been so lucky to this point. I need to draft the person in the NFL with the most big dick energy. And everyone knows who that is. And he also happens to have the last name of Luck. And he also happened to retire before the season even started. So with my last draft pick, I chose Andrew Luck. Because I need that big dick energy. All right? And I know that he retired. I know that he's not going to put up a single a single point on the board for me this season. But I need him. And I need him because I need that leader on my team. Right? I'm making moves this fantasy season. I benched Matt Ryan this week 3, and replaced him with Josh Allen. Why? Not because Josh Allen got more points, but because Matt Ryan is not living up to his full potential, and I want him to know that. And he does. He even talked about it in his post-game interview. I think that he knows that he's on my fantasy football team, and that I sat him this week because he was like, listen, like, just across the board, we got to be better. Like, we know that we need to use our tools better and do our stuff better, and really try to make this thing happen. And he knows that he got benched on Team Luck Boys, and that's what my team is called. We're called Team Luck Boys with a Z, because of course we are. Yeah, but it's cool, man. I mean, I played the commissioner of our league last night, and he's a good friend of mine. We do comedy together, and he's cool. And he typically also, I'm sorry, Daniel. Oh, fucking by the way, Daniel has a podcast called Blizzlet. Blizzet. Blizzlet. No, there's an L in there. I don't know. I'm fucking bad at spelling, dude. Blizzlet. I'm pretty sure. Now, I started listening to an episode last night, and it was fucking hilarious. Okay? And it didn't even have his typical, like, people on there that he talks with and about. But, like, listen, it's a podcast about Hearthstone, but they've always told me, they're like, it's not really about Hearthstone. They're like, we talk about it a little bit, but mostly it's us just dicking off. And I was like, oh, cool. But I never got around to watching it or listening to it because at the time I was like, I don't really like podcasts. But now that I do, I listened to a little bit of their latest episode, 112, and it was fucking hilarious, dude. So if you guys are real, if you want to go support some more, I mean, they're not lower level because, like, they have, like, fans and shit and, like, followings. But, like, if you want to go check out another podcast of my friends, go check out Blizzlet with Daniel and Jack and Ted. And, yeah, those guys are cool. They're cool as shit. And I miss them. Miss them a lot. But anyway, I was playing Daniel last night in our fantasy football league, and it was really close, man. I mean, Daniel typically, I'm sorry for saying this, man, but, like, typically, we suck, We typically suck at fantasy football. So I'm glad right now that we're doing well, but I'm also glad that I was 2-0, and you were 2-0, and I took you out. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to be undefeated. I'm going to be undefeated at the end of this season, and just you guys watch. And the one who's going to take me to the championship of this league is Alvin Kamara. And why? Why is he going to take me to the championship? And that it's one simple reason, and this also is the move of the week. I'm not going to do this, but I know a lot of my friends have done this pretty recently. Yeah, get a septum piercing. Just do it. Like, if you want to do it, do that shit. Because the best running back in the National Football League is a man by the name of Alvin Kamara. Now, we can debate on this all day long, and I don't even like the Saints. But he just straight up, overall, is the hardest person to tackle and the best running back in the National Football League. And the reason for that, straight up, it doesn't have anything to do with his work ethic, and it doesn't have anything to do with the fact of how funny he is, and it doesn't have anything to do with the fact that he's just athletically gifted. It has to do with the fact that he has a septum piercing. So that's the move of the week. Get a mother flippin' septum piercing. Because Alvin Kamara got it good. He got it to be good, dude. So that's the move of the week. Get a septum piercing. Be like Alvin Kamara. Kamaru. Yeah, man, thanks for listening. Check out www.chandlerfair.webs.com. Search me on Twitter for @ChannyBoy6. That's CHANNYBOY 6. Look for me on Facebook. Thank you guys so much for listening. I hope you enjoy it. And anyway, yeah, I will see ya later. Peace.
moving on, but I'm just moving at my pace now. Nobody at my place. Long nights alone and I got tears up on my face now. Just being honest, cause I done tried too many times to keep you here. I'm out my mind and still you're nowhere near. Letting go takes time, you know. Unwinding souls and finding hope. I'm on a road that I don't know. Forgetting how you used to be my home.